What's going on, people? Through the power of fiber optics, man, it's a flying modem, casual gamer that likes to play competitively. And I bet that first little clip in the beginning brought back a lot of nostalgia for some of you. For me too, man. Being on PC has taught me a lot. Growing up has taught me a lot. Recent events have taught me a lot. So let's talk about my channel for a little bit and what's been going on. As you know, I've been doing This Week in Gaming, been having a good time doing that. I hope y'all like it just as much as I like making it, and so on, and what it will develop into permanently, because it's still in the early stages of me like doing it, you know. Like, I haven't really figured out a format of how I want to do it. I know I want to pick certain topics, talk about those topics, and that's pretty much the video. So it's kind of like reporting the news, but I really like to talk about that topic and go in depth a little bit and really give my opinion on it. And I'm figuring out what's the best way of doing that and so on. But like I said, I bet that first clip gave you a lot of nostalgia, so we're gonna be watching some GTA San Andreas in 1080p, 60 frames per second. You know, the game looks crazy. And I remember me playing it on the PS2 and all that. I'm like, man, graphics like back then didn't look like this. But that isn't to say that it looks anything like the graphics of the Xbox One and so on. Like, GTA San Andreas on 1080p doesn't look better than any game on Xbox One. You get me? But moving on, my channel, right? It's interesting talking from this topic because I've seen, and I was going to say we've seen, but specifically me, I've seen my peers that used to be strictly Call of Duty channels and only post COD and so on and so forth, switch all the way up and do things they said they wouldn't do. And their excuses or their reasonings, whatever you want to call it, is you ain't gonna grow on the tube if you don't do these reaction videos, if you don't do this, if you don't do that. And to a certain degree, I can understand that, and I don't blame them for it. You know, to each their own, and however you want to do it is however you want to do it. But with that being said, I won't be doing that shit. Like, I can't see myself doing reaction videos, and I see it as like this thing that went mainstream and, you know, just caught on fire. So that's cool if people want to do that, but I definitely won't be doing that. It's kind of like, oh, you can't grow if you don't report the news. Now it's, you can't grow if you don't react to certain things and make videos about it. You can't grow if you don't react to reaction videos. Like, that shit is crazy. But that's beside the point. Main point is, I won't be doing that shit. And I guess I'm reporting the news, but really I'm just talking about things I'm interested in and what's different about now versus then, because I was interested in other things, like the main thing about Call of Duty, the Call of Duty community, the Call of Duty commentators, gameplay, the developers, the DLC and all that. I was interested in those things. I was interested in getting gameplay. I was interested in playing the game and so on and so forth. And I'm still interested. I'm still going to get Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and play the remastered Modern Warfare and so on, and put gameplay on the channel. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But I haven't, it's not that I have lost interest in Call of Duty. I've lost interest in talking about the bullshit of the Call of Duty community. I don't give a fuck anymore about what COD commentator, quote unquote, or the COD commentary style, quote unquote, or whatever is, quote unquote, dying. Like, there's always some kind of death of a platform. Like, it's so crazy to me that, you know, 4 years ago, gameplay was dying, but we still use gameplay. 2 years ago, or a year ago, commentaries are dying. We still do commentaries. You know, things change. Or to quote Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, or I think maybe Modern Warfare 3, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I still see the same people doing the same tactics in on a different platform. Just because you are video recording your actual self, like people can see you and you doing some reacting to it, like some live reacting to it, you record your live reaction to it, that doesn't mean what you're doing is any different from what you're doing before on a basis level. Because as soon as you see some shit that pisses you off and you go record a commentary, that's your reaction to whatever pissed you off. So I'm gonna stick to what I like to do from now on. And if I grow, I grow. That hasn't changed about me. Like, if I grow, I grow. If I don't, I don't. But right now, I can honestly say, by doing what I want to do, by talking about what I want to talk about, by posting what I want to post, I'm actually growing. People are actually responding to it. People are actually liking it, and so on and so forth. And I don't have to necessarily cater to what I think people will like. If you don't like what I'm doing and hope that something will change, I can personally tell you I'm still going to do Call of Duty commentaries. I'm still going to go for high scoring gameplays. I'm kind of bored of Black Ops 3 and so on. And I'm waiting for Infinite Warfare. But I'm also going to be playing Battlefield 1. I'm also going to be doing things with PCs. I'm also going to be doing other different things and so on. So I'm really expanding the channel. And if you want more COD commentary, you want to see more high scoring gameplay, that will be around, just not as much. So if you stay, I appreciate you. As always, I love all the support, and I'm very thankful, very humbled that you choose to take however long this video or any other video of mine has taken from you, and you sat there and watched it. So I really do appreciate that. But if this isn't the channel for you anymore, by all means, please unsubscribe. I've unsubscribed from a few channels that just isn't for me anymore. The commentator has changed, the content has changed. I don't want to watch it anymore. I unsubscribe. So to talk about why I haven't posted any Call of Duty or console gameplay recently is because I don't want to record unless it's 1080p 60 frames per second. I can only do that on my computer, and like my setup right now wouldn't be ideal. Like, I'll be like some mad scientist rigging of a setup or something like that, and I'm just like, that's too much work. So I'm waiting to get the Elgato HD60, and I'm either gonna get that first and then upgrade my computer, or upgrade to my next computer, or I'm going to get that after I upgrade to my next computer. I'm getting ready to buy another car. Got a lot going on, and I just wanted to touch bases with y'all and explain why there hasn't been much COD on this quote-unquote Call of Duty channel. But I never really consider myself just a Call of Duty channel. I was like an FPS channel, and with some other things. And right now I'm just the AFM show, the AFlyingModem show. You never know what you're gonna get on this show. Like, I'm gonna have This Week in Gaming. Maybe I just do a commentary like this. Maybe I'll do a rant video or something like that. And just so on and so forth, man. So I appreciate all of y'all. If you just fucking up the outro. If you're new, please subscribe, or at least consider subscribing. If you stayed this long, I hope you're considering subscribing. Like the video if you like the video. Check out the card section for more, and so on and so forth. I like to say so on and so forth for some reason. I don't know, it's just a habit. But I'm out, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.